Welcome to the monthly chat. How I come up with ideas for these is that I go on meditative walks and I just kind of like see what comes to me. A lot of the times I'll just like jot down ideas on topics of what to talk about. For this one specifically, I wrote like a whole little paragraph and I low key want to read it because I was just in flow thought. And if it doesn't make sense, then that's too bad. I used to be that girl with no opinions. I would just go with the flow all the time. Life just felt like it was happening to me. And after a while, you get tired of feeling like you're not in control. Now, I would still consider myself a person who goes with the flow, but I'm also in control now. I used to put myself in situations that I felt so frustrated in and just felt like I was trapped, whether that being like a job or relationship or just, like any situation. I didn't feel in control. And once you take that control back, everything shifts. But how do you get to that point? You have to learn how to be alone. You have to learn how to isolate yourself and separate yourself and be one with yourself to understand your own wants and needs. You have to honor yourself. I had to learn how to build myself up. And to do that, you have to spend time alone. My favorite word is build. Everything good in life comes from something that was built. How do you build a house? You need a foundation. You need to start somewhere. You need a starting point. And from there, you can only go up. Confidence doesn't come before you start. I saw this quote the other day. Confidence comes because you started. Moral of the story is once you gain control of your own personal reality, life will start to shift for you. You don't have to be in situations that you don't want to be in. You are in control of where you show up, where you go, whether it's a job, a relationship, a family party. Like once you realize that you have the ability to make the choices and decisions for yourself instead of just flowing through life, that's when things will shift. That's when it shifted for me for sure. Another huge point that I want to make is to get out of your hometown. You are put in such a box, like with yourself and with the people around you. You are only as big as your mind can see yourself as. So once you remove yourself from that situation, things begin to expand. They begin to open up. You get new possibilities. You see new opportunities. Like things will just open up once you leave. And I'm talking about the whole state too, baby. Like get out of the state, not just like your hometown. Living in a different location in this country has changed. I couldn't even imagine being in a different country. Like just being miles away from the Northeast has changed my perspective on life like times 100 already. Life is just different in different places. Like people's realities are different and it's just so interesting to see and learn about. Yes, maybe there's some culture shock in there, but it just only opens your mind more and more to the way people live their lives, like the possibilities that are out there, things that you can do and see. So I always am an advocate for telling people to live their life, explore, adventure, leave your hometown, and just see what the world has to offer you. There are endless opportunities. I had a conversation with my best friend the other day. We were just kind of talking about how, like, in school, they're like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like a doctor, a police officer, a teacher. There are jobs out there that you could not even imagine people do. Every time I see something now, I'm like, oh my God, like imagine having that job. Like you don't grow up in school getting offered that kind of job. Like the jobs that are out there are crazy. Like you do not have to be at a job that you hate. Like this has been such a big theme in my life for me, like my whole life growing up. And even now, like with some of the people in my life, I'm like, you do not have to do that. Like there are so many opportunities and jobs out there that you don't even realize. You can make your own job. That's what I do. I create my own job. I like work for myself. But what was the job that we were talking about? But we were like, wow, imagine that being your job. I think one of the ones that's coming to my mind right now is that we went to a show and I was just like looking at all of the speakers hanging from the ceiling and I'm like, they set this up every single day. And I'm just like, imagine that being your job. Like you just get to travel on tour with a band, go around the whole world, and that's your job. Like how cool is that? What a fun job. Being a stylist for like a music artist, what a cool job. I was talking to another friend that I met along my travels and he like drills in the ground for samples of the earth and gives it to the company for them to like test the soil levels to see if it's like sturdy enough to be built on. He said that he hates it, but in my mind, I'm like, what a cool job. What a cool thing to do. I feel like once you're at a point where you hate your job, that's when it's time for you to like level up, move on, go to the next level. But that was just a total side Side note. But like there's so many endless opportunities out there and I wish more people knew that and understood that. Manifestation is a huge thing and envision what you want to be doing every single day and it will come to you. I promise. The title of this one was I Am Proof. So let me be proof that you can do whatever and be whatever you want in this life. Like it's your life, it's your reality. Open your mind, leave your hometown, read a lot of books, free your mind, become aware of your consciousness, and remove yourself from the box that you keep yourself in and that people from your hometown keep you in. That's it. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.